This is Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. I'd like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and the like-minded brothers. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. So, Brother Shawab, I'm back at you with another lesson. And going into the title, all right, perfect example of an agent, all right, be circumspect, all right. And what I want to do is going to show you a video that had a piece of my video that I did on Christmas Day, all right, on this wicked ass holiday, all right. And I had a whole I had a whole agent come up to my camp and take pictures of me, man, all right. And best believe that was an agent through the spirit. All right, because it was Christmas. What the fuck was you doing on Christmas? You know, taking pictures of people for, you know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, out there with your family celebrating, you know, and you know, having family time. All right. But like I said, let me bring out this video. All right. Show you what this devil was looking like. Lord willing, you can actually see the video. I wish I could screen record and do videos. My phone is all bugged out for that. All right, so really wish I had my damn computer. Give me 1 second. Oh, let me just get the video. All right, but
you can't believe what's being said. Man, you better be on point, man.
So check this out. Let me turn up the.
You better be confident when it comes to the word. Right? So it says that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness. You all right, bro? Yeah, take your picture. Don't take my picture. The hell you mean? My hobby. That's your hobby? Yes. Now, who the hell sent you? That's the real question. Yeah, I'm just like taking pictures. You like being on camera too? So you just took a whole picture because somebody sent you over here, huh? Yeah, that's why you're not looking me in my eye. You're looking to the left. You speak to a man, you look at him in their face, bro. You gotta look all over the place. I don't like that shit. Erase that shit, bro. I don't want my picture in your camera. I don't know what you're gonna do with it. You're gonna be a weirdo with it when you get home and some shit. You know? You be in at your house in your room playing with yourself and shit. I don't do that. You know, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. He's a whole damn demon, bro. Y'all see this shit, bro? You see this fucking clown? Okay, have a nice night. Yeah, and then you're gonna say have a nice night. Yeah, so we look like entertainment to you, right? Yeah, that's right. You interested? All right, well, you're gonna be interested in the damn judgment that the Lord gonna bring upon your ass. That's what you need to be interested in. What the hell wrong with you, bro? You got a lot of balls, if you even have any, nigga. The fuck? That's some weirdo shit right there, bro. That nigga literally just came and snapped a whole bunch of pictures. Dead ass in my face, too. Fucking weirdo. Balls he had. You definitely said, fuck all that. And then he gonna act like he taking pictures of these stores now. Hell out of here, bro. So hold it. Hey, remember, what's the brother's point in this year coming up? It's going to be the year of apostasy, right? Sellouts and agents. That's a whole agent right there, bro. Through the spirit, that's a whole agent taking pictures of what we look for, and then they're going to grab that picture, they're going to put it on a bulletin board. It's a digital camera, too, so they can do whatever the fuck they want with it, man. It's Shalak Rayam Wa Mawa to you and your household, bro. Straight up. Shalak Rayam Wa Anashiam Wa Abadiam Wa Haradiam Wa Masapatiam. All call out the Wamium. Yo, dead ass, yo. Like, I hate niggas like that, bro. And then after the fact that I told him to erase it, and I told him not to take pictures, he took more after that. That's how you know they fucking agents, bro. But that's all right, because ain't nobody worried about that shit, because we roll with the Lord here, so the Lord gonna protect us. Hopefully that fucking camera fall out his hand and that shit fall on the floor and break. You know? Here it is, ain't no... Nigga, you ain't at home with your damn fucking family celebrating Christmas? You out here taking pictures of niggas? Fucking weirdo. Bro, that shit got me mad as hell right now. Got me tight. But see, that's all part of the persecution that's about to come upon us, man. We're about to be persecuted, bro. See? They're about to take all our teachings on the internet, you know? They're gonna use this AI and fuck with us, have us saying shit that we never say, you know? Taking our faces and being able to put it on another body, having us doing some wicked ass shit we ain't never do. That shit got me tight right now. It's all good, but see, that ain't nothing but Satan trying to stop the word of the Lord, man. The fuck. I ain't doing. See, that's what Esau be doing. Esau love to play the fucking victim after that. Act like I'm not doing nothing. This is what I do. I just taking pictures of people. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. You fucking Mr. Rogers ass nigga. The fuck, bro. Anyway, let me continue on, bro.
So you see. We got agents, man, that's literally coming up to your camp
camera too, so they can do whatever the fuck they want
and
with
taking
it,
straight pictures of you. Let me just bring it one more time. I ain't gonna play the whole video though. Just want to play that part because it was crazy when I was reading the scriptures. I looked at the corner of my. Something told me to look at the corner of my eye, and then when I looked, because what made me look at the corner of my eye was I thought I saw a flash. And when I did pick up my head, that's exactly what I seen. I seen a flash, a bunch of flashes after that, and just think it was taking pictures of me, like dead ass in my face.
You interested? You get here, man. You're not talking shit. You get home and some shit. You know. You be
and the fact,
your house and your room.
And the fact that he took pictures after I told him to erase pictures, that's how you know he was an agent. Then it was Christmas Day. Like, what the hell is you doing on the streets, you know, instead of being at home with your family doing what you're supposed to be doing as a man, as a wicked ass nigga celebrating pagan ass holidays, man. You see? So this is why we have to be circumspect, man, because they've been doing this for years, man. I remember when I used to teach in Lakewood, we used to have people in fucking cars passing by taking pictures, recording us on cameras and things like that. You know, not just your average person that just comes by because they looking at us as a spectacle, all right? But, you know, because people take pictures of us all the time. But see, I'm talking about people that take pictures on the low, trying to act like we don't see them. A lot of them is being sent to go out there and take pictures so we can be persecuted in that time, man.
With yourself and shit. You know, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. Self and shit. You know, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Huh? Get out of here.
Give me 1 second. Get that shit. Look at him. Right there with the flash and everything. I took that picture. I got him right there. He got the camera up to his face. You know, Salaki, I ain't got the best phone for you to see it. you know. But literally, yo, he just took a whole picture of me just like that.
You'll be in the at your house in your room playing with yourself and shit. I don't do get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. He's a whole damn demon, bro. Y'all see this shit, bro?
Yeah, that shit is wild as hell, man. So that's the times that we in, man. And like the apostles, you know, coined the year, man. This is gonna be a year of apostates, you know, sellouts and agents. And that was a perfect example of what an agent looked like, man. Straight Esau, you know, looking weird as hell, all out of place, out of pocket. Because I see them people, I see the type of people that walk down the streets all the time. You know, I'm always out there, so I'll be understanding who be walking around. I ain't never seen nobody like that walk around and just come up with a camera, a digital camera at that. And like I said, you could take a digital camera and do whatever the hell you want with it, man. Okay. That's the type of technology that's around us in these last days, man. A digital world. So with digital world, you can do all types of AI shit with it digitally, man. Okay. Can have me saying something I ain't even come out my mouth to say. Have me doing something I ain't do. You see? But you know, that's why we gotta walk circumspect, man, and make sure that we don't get the industry, the ministry blamed. You see, which I ain't got no hair on my tongue, man. I don't like when people do shit like that. I'm gonna end up saying something to you regardless, you know, because at the end of the day, we're gonna be persecuted regardless of whether we keep our mouth shut or not. You know, these devils are gonna come. They're gonna come with the persecution and try to, you know, they're gonna be the accuser of our brethren. I mean, just like the scriptures say that Esau's the accuser of our brethren. So he gonna accuse us of all types of wicked shit. He gonna try to make us look bad regardless. All right. So, you know, trying to keep a certain character ain't even gonna work out anyway, because they still gonna try to figure a way to do something wicked, you know, with our videos, you know, at the end of the day. But, you know, don't listen to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Just always keep yourself in the right character. All right, as the scriptures say, make that the ministry be not blamed. So you don't want to get out of pocket too much, you know. I'm just more of a fervent, you know, austere person when it comes to shit like that, you know. But yeah, man, that shit was a weirdo ass moment there. All right, so let's grab this. This is 1 second. All right, because sometimes we are just a spectacle onto the world. Okay, this is 1 Corinthians 4:9 says, "For I think that Yahweh has sent forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle onto the world." That's the main focal point. All right, we are made as a spectacle onto the world and to the angels and to men. All right, so these people, they look at us and they're just like, who are these people? Okay. And, you know, when we're preaching the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, these people look at us like, you know, entertainment, you know, as we're a lovely song onto the people. Let's grab that real quick. This is this is Ezekiel 33 and 32, and it says, "And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that has a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. But they hear thy words, but they will not do them." You know, to our people, there are 2/3, right? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They look at us like we're entertainment, like we're a lovely song, you know, rocking them to sleep. They hear the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, but they don't apply to them. You see, they don't resonate with the spirit. You see, and the time is coming where you're gonna find out that there was a prophet among you, Lord willing. You know, we are those men. Okay. But the time is coming that they're going to realize that what we was bringing out was not a joke. You know, it wasn't just your average, you know, take a picture like we some damn fucking animals at the zoo. You know, we were out there for a reason, to bring salvation onto our people, you know, to let you know that Esau, all right, the devil that the Bible speaks of, the so-called white man, is about to make a move on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You see? And this is why they come and take pictures and shit like that, because they They're gonna put us on the news, man. Brothers is gonna be put on the news. Brothers is gonna be put on bulletin boards, wanted posters, all that shit, man. As the scriptures say, let's grab that. Matthew. This is Matthew 5 and 10. And it says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. You see? So they were persecuting the prophets, all right, which we are those same men coming back to reincarnation, all right, because the spirit of the prophet is subject onto the prophet, all right. So through reincarnation, we are those same men, all right. We are our forefathers, basically, okay. But they were doing what, man? They were persecuting the prophets, killing the prophets in the ancient times, all right, in different reincarnations, okay. So they're gonna still do the same thing today, all right, and they're gonna do it all for Yahweh's sake, okay. Let's grab this. This is still out here. This is John 15 and 18. It says, if the world love you, hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. This is why we're made a spectacle onto the world, man, because these people hate us, man. They hate us for Yahweh's sake, because we bring the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay. It says, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world will love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world. All right, that's right, because the Lord has chosen us. The Lord said, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. You see, the Lord has chosen us to go out there and represent him, to be ambassadors, you see, to go out there and you know, let the people know, all right, about Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, to teach, all right, about your heritage and your culture to your people, all right? It says, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you, all right? Yeah, because we're contrary to the world. We're not in the same mindset that the world is. We're not of this world, okay? Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they knew not him that sent me. You see? So all these things are going to happen upon us, man. All right? A great persecution is coming upon us. You know, some of us might have to be cast into prison. All right? Let's grab that. Revelations 2 and 10. And it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Okay, so some of us are going to be thrown into prison. Okay, and we're going to be brought before these damn devils in their synagogues, man. All right, this is Luke 21 and 12. But before all these, all right, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues. All right, matter of fact, let me take it up a little bit to 10. Things to come. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Is that not what we're seeing right now? You know, nations rising up to get ready to go to war. It says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. And we see diverse places having earthquakes all the time. All right. So the other day I did a video on that, going into, I think it was real quick, how many earthquakes come a day?
About 50 to 55 earthquakes are detected worldwide each day.
Every day.
Totaling around 20,000 annually.
Look, 20,000 a year and 55 a day of earthquakes, man. So it says, in great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. You see? So you see, you know, earthquakes happening. You see famine being orchestrated, all right, to make us starve to death so we can bow down to to this damn devil's beast system, all right? But we're not going to bow down to the Lord because we're not going to bow down to this devil because we have the Lord that we bow down to. You see, this devil's designing the famine to make you bow down and give in. All right, because he's putting you in a predicament for your food, man. You see, but we're not going to take thought of what we shall eat. Okay, because the Lord has care for his elect, so he's going to make sure that we eat at the end of the day. It says in pestilences, yeah, there's all types of, you know, sicknesses always being brought upon the earth, all different types of variants always being made. And fearful sights, yeah, fearful sights of the chariots, you know. See a lot of death being brought out, okay? And great signs shall there be from heaven. Yeah, the chariots, the blood moons we see on a daily basis, not on a daily basis, but you know, the blood moons that you see when they come, all right, which we have more blood moons happening in these last couple of years, more than we've ever seen in years, you know, in lifetimes. Why? Because these are signs that the Lord is visiting the earth, all right? It says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Okay. And I had a dream about that, you know, a couple months back. All right. That I was persecuted. I was taken to a courtroom with a whole bunch of fucking people that I didn't know who the hell they were. All right. But they were trying to, you know, accuse me of shit that I didn't even do. You know, bringing out all these lists of things that I did. All right. And I'm looking at them like, what the hell you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's the things that are coming to the men of the Lord that believe. All right. It says, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, meaning in your mind, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. Why? Because the Lord is going to give us a mouth of wisdom. All right. The Lord's going to put the words in our mouth. All right, it says, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Okay, matter of fact, let's grab this real quick in Matthew 24, right? All right, Matthew 24, and is that the one I want? Matthew 24. Give me 1 second. No, that's not the one I want. Give me 1 second. Bear with me, Slocky. And I got it. I'll get it right now. This is Matthew, 10. That's what I wanted, right? It says Matthew 10, and I'll take it from 16. A hard road before them, right? This is for the men of the Lord, all right, that believe. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. All right, because we're in the midst of these wolves, man. That's why we can't do things. We got to be in a certain character so we don't, get the ministry blamed. All right, so they can't use these things against you. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the consuls, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. And when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what you shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. See, the Lord gonna put the words in our mouth in that time, man, when we're delivered up to these synagogues and to these prisons before these governors, all right, before these counselors, okay, these kings. The Lord's gonna put the words in our mouth of what to say to them, okay. It says, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. And he shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endured to the end shall be saved. But when they persecute you in the city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. All right. So going back, all right, to Luke 21 and 14. Settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before what ye shall answer, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinfolks and friends. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not an hair of your head perish. In your patience possess ye your souls. You see? So we're not going to have to worry about none of these things, man, because the Lord going to have our backs at the end of the day. Okay? But that great persecution is coming. All right, to those that fear the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'll pretty much leave it with this. Okay, so we got to remain circumspect at all times, redeeming the times that we're in. Man, these devils is wicked. All right, they trying to persecute us already. They've been trying to persecute us. Setting everything up. Going on your video feeds and recording everything through a transcript of what you said. These transcripts are going to be brought up in these courtrooms, man. Oh, well, you said that the so-called white man is this and that, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, we're going to represent Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai because we were not given the spirit of fear. We were given the spirit of a sound mind, okay? So we're going to go out there in the name of the Lord, knowing that the angels encamped round about those that fear the Lord, right? This is 2nd Ezra 16 and let's take it from 68. And it says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord Yahweh Shai. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord Yahweh Shai. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. And they shall be known, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. You see? So ultimately, we're going to go through these things to be tried as gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide, and the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts saith the Lord Yahweh, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift themselves up. You see? So that's why we're not afraid, man, because we know that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is going to be our guide, man. We're not going to doubt neither. All right, because doubt is a disease. Doubt is like a cancer. That shit'll spread if you even put it into your mindset, man. That's why you have to have the knowledge and wisdom to be stable, you see. But that's pretty much the point, man. Just wanted to touch on that, man. These agents is active already, and we're not even into the next year. All right, so Lord willing, you were edified. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. The Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom. Keep fighting the good fight of faith and doing as good soldiers of Yahweh Shai. Shalom.